right. Good morning, everyone. Make sure our volume is up and ready. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. So we're going to see who's all in here. Let me get this going. Those of you who are able to come on in. Come on in if you're able to. All right. Good morning. Those of you who are coming in, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Cheesa. Good morning, love. All right. So, those of you who are able to join, that's awesome. I appreciate y'all getting up with me this morning so we can go over a few things. Now, this training is about getting started with internet radio and television. Okay. And we're going to go over some things because I want to see y'all get moving this year. Okay. I want to see you get moving this year. I want to see you grow your stations. I want to see you, grow your shows. So we're going to start at the beginning and we're going to go through some things of what you can do to build your station, things that you can do to start growing your station, okay? What you can do to get people on your station, how you can generate income. Those are the things that we're going to be talking about, okay? All right. So, first things first, what do you get when you're joining a station, right? Like when you first start, what is it that you're getting? Okay, and we're gonna go through this, and I'm gonna go through airtime, I'm gonna go through wholesales, I'm gonna go give you examples of how you can prep for when people want to join your station. Okay, so first things first, when you have a radio or a TV station, what are the things that you're getting? Okay, you're getting your own URL in SIBN. Okay, meaning your station has its own web link. Okay, and guys, you have a link. I don't know why you're not sharing it. I'm going to say that while I'm going through this list. You have a link. You have a show, whether it's TV or radio. You have something that is playing 24/7. Okay, so you can share those links on your page, on your social media. You can tell people about your station because there's no need for it to just be playing and just sitting. Okay, all right. You also get a fully developed, install, maintain 24 business broadcast site. All right. Within that link, you also at the bottom of your page, you get a chat box. So people are able to come on, they're able to chat with you, they're able to just, interact with you while you're doing your show. Okay. You also get a direct call-in number. Those of you who have already started your shows, you should already have your call-in number, so you get that as well. All right. Training, this is what we're doing. You get training, you get background support. There's always someone in the background with you during your shows. Okay. And then you also get discounted pricing on your airtime, meaning you do not pay full price for airtime. What you're paying for airtime is a discounted price because, of course, if you're a station owner, then you're only paying half of that price. Okay, so you have this in your hands. You have a station that is playing 24/7. Okay, TV, radio, whichever it is, or if you have both, they are playing 24/7. Now, what you can do, guys, is you can promote your station, meaning flyers, showing people what it is that you're getting. And I'm going to give you an example. This is a flyer that I had done. This is okay. And basically, it has my network, Rock Life, okay, where the Spirit of God resides. We are an international radio show. And I've already listed everything that people are getting. So when I post this flyer on social media, people already know what it is that they're getting. Okay, so sometimes you're gonna have to invest, and you're gonna hear me say this word a lot: invest, 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 because you want to make sure that you are investing into your station, because nothing's going to happen, guys, if you're not investing. Okay. So with that flyer, I can post that flyer. People can already see what they're getting. I don't have to go into deep explanation because it's already on the flyer. And at the bottom of the flyer, it says, hey, contact me, email and information listed. Okay. Now, when I post that flyer, I may post, hey, we're looking for, some new people to start radio, or, looking to grow my team, looking to help, 5 people start their new show. And I'll post my flyer and tell them to contact me. But that flyer already has everything that is given to them, so they can already see it. They're able to make the decision if they want to reach out to me or not. We don't have to have long, elaborate conversations because they already get to see what they're getting. And because they can see what they're getting, questions are a little limited. They kind of already know what's what. So when they reach out, they kind of already know what they're, basically what they're getting, what comes with it. Okay. Usually from that point, they just want to know pricing. How much is it? How often is it? Things like that. Okay. So get some flyers done, guys. Okay. This is another flyer that I have, and this is just for advertisements. I have a flyer to tell people to advertise with us. And at the bottom, I show them what they get for advertising with us. We are broadcasting in 177 countries. Your advertisements will also be streamed on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Okay. And then I also tell them that their flyer or logo will be advertised as well. So these are flyers that I don't have to have like long conversations about because everything is put on that flyer. Okay. Everything is put on that flyer. So getting flyers with details, that would be great. Okay. Another thing, guys, is you want to be able to promote, you want to show people that you have something, right? This is something that I did a couple of years back and that I post. Okay. And basically, it's just a page basically explaining what Rock Life Broadcasting is, who I am, and basically what we're offering, social media, and things like that. Now, this was an old one because this was when I was doing radio before, but this is when I had different shows on my station, not the ones that I have now, but these are different ones. And so I put like our broadcasts, like what we were doing, okay? And then under here, I have all of our services. And services as far as weekly radio shows, weekly TV shows, radio stations, TV stations, and everything is listed under there. Okay. And then I also have advertisements, weekly and monthly advertisements available, and all of my contact information. So I'm able to post those things. People can see what they're getting. And that helps makes things a little easier. Okay. Especially, let's say this, if you're on a time limit, let's say you're working a job, you got a family life, you got different things that's going on, you got more than one business. You want to make sure that you're taking time to not waste time. Does that make sense? You want to take the time to not waste time. So you want to take the time to invest in getting flyers and putting detailed information out, okay? And then post it. And that way people know what they're getting. Okay. Then if they're interested, you're able to set up a call on your schedule and go forward. You're setting things up so that you're not wasting time or not missing opportunities because you don't have your stuff together. All right. So when it comes to pricing, and let's go through this, and I hope you guys got, pencil, pen, or whatnot, because this is going to be important. When it comes to pricing, if you are a radio station owner, okay, let's talk about radio first. If you are a radio station owner and you have your own radio station and you want to add people to your station, meaning you want your station to grow. Okay. And this is what I need y'all to understand. So please have pen and paper, because if you're not taking notes or if you're not, taking some ideas down, you're kind of missing out. All right. If you are a radio station owner, okay, you want to promote for shows to be on your station. One thing that you're going to have to do, guys, is you're going to have to know how much you're going to charge. Knowing how much you're going to charge, knowing what you get, and knowing what SIBN gets. So I'm going to break it down to you. Okay. For me, as a radio station owner, I charge $150 for radio shows. $150, yes, $150 a month for radio shows. Why do I charge that? Well, it's broken down. Here it is. Anytime that someone gets a show on my station, SIBN, our management, the top part, they get a percentage of it because that keeps everything going, right? So I know that wholesale is $75 for radio. That's wholesale, meaning that's how much I would pay for my show, right? That's how much I pay for my show. But I know that SIBN gets 75 of that. So I'm going to charge above that to make sure that I get something. So for me, and because of me and how I am, I'm not going to charge $120 and SIBN gets 75 of that, and then I'm left with that little bit. No, I charge 150. SIBN gets 75. I get 75. And that's monthly. And that's how I do it. So that way I'm getting half of everything that's going. I'm not going to take less. I don't feel like I deserve less. And I don't overcharge and do like $200 because to me, I think that's a little ridiculous, but that's just me. So I keep it even 150. 75 goes to our management company. I pocket the other 75, and that's monthly. And that's what you can do. Or if you want to go lower than that, then that's you. But you have to stand firm on your prices. I don't change my prices unless I have a deal going on. Other than that, I don't change. I work with people. I try to do payment plans if they, act responsible enough. But I keep it simple. 150 for radio shows. Okay. When I do my TV shows are 160 because 80 goes to SIBN. I'm gonna make sure that I get half of that. I'm gonna get 80. We're gonna keep it at the thing. I'm not gonna receive less than the management company. We're gonna keep it there. I don't need more because I don't want people to turn away. So 150 to me, I'm sorry, 180 to me is a good price. Now, this is what you need to realize, guys, because I understand that sometimes starting out and you're telling people that your shows are 150 or 160 or something like that, and they're looking at you crazy. But here's the thing. Your station is broadcasting to 177 countries. That's a lot. Your shows are streamed to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's a lot. And then, depending on what you do for your team, determines if you're going to get those people on your team. Okay. So, while I may be doing the main trainings or whatnot, when you have people, then you need to make sure that you're scheduling and that you are being upfront and that you are being present and consistent with your people as well, because those are your people. Okay, they're not going to be my people. They're going to be your people, your team. You're going to be making money from their shows. So that means you're going to have to train them as well. You're going to have to be consistent in that. You're not just going to get people and make money and then drop them off to me. I'm sorry, that's not going to work. Okay, not going to work. We're going to have to figure out how to do this. Okay. So make sure that you know what price that you're going to start at so that you know how much money you're going to get, how much money goes to the management company. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. I go half. Whatever I know that the management company is, I want that same thing. So if they get 75, I'm gonna get 75. They get 80, I'm gonna get 80. And I bank my prices on that. Okay, because I feel like if I'm going to be doing work, if I feel like I'm going to be training my team, if I'm going to be doing these things and be in the background, then I deserve to make the same amount of money as well. Okay, and that's just me. All right, it depends on how you are, where your mindset is, and what you're willing to do. All right. Another thing that we need to understand and establish, guys, is who is your audience, and this is why a lot of us don't do what we need to do when it comes to promoting and marketing and things like that because we don't know who our audience is. We'll start radio shows and we really don't know who we're talking to. We really don't know who we are trying to target. And that is a huge thing. We need to, you got to know that. Okay. So, who's your audience? Who are you trying to talk to? Who is your show for? Who is your show for? That's what you gotta be able to understand. Who is your show for? What are their pain points? Like what situations are they dealing with? How is your show going to help them? What type of information will you be giving on your show to help them? Okay. What are their age range? Okay. What are their gender, their race? Because you have a radio show, what kind of music do they like? I get it that this is Christian radio, but there's so many different types of Christian radio or Christian music. What type of music do your target audience like to listen to? And these are things that you're going to have to sit down and figure out. These are things that you're going to have to do trial and error on. Guys, if we're not working, if we're not making any steps, then we're not doing anything. We're just sitting and we're wasting. Okay. So you got to know where they're at. What are their beliefs? Okay. What are their pain points and challenges? What are they dealing with right now? So if you say God gave you this radio show, who did he give you this radio show for? Who are the people that he gave this show to you for? You need to know that. Because if not, then you're just going to be advertising to everybody and you're going to get frustrated because you are not going directly after your particular audience. Okay. And then another thing, guys, you got to figure out where your audience is. And I say this so many times, we solely rely on Facebook. And that within itself is a disadvantage. Okay. There's no way that you can solely rely on Facebook. I don't know why we would do that. Facebook, yeah, we on it. Yeah, you might have a good friends list, but does that mean that that friends list is your audience? So you need to think about that. With all the social media platforms out here, guys, and so many things that you can do, we do need to take the time out to look into other ventures. Twitter, especially if your show is streaming to Twitter, why don't you have a Twitter account or a Twitter account for your business or radio or media? Okay, my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. Didn't realize it was that loud. I'm sorry. But why do you not have that together? Your shows are streaming on YouTube. Why are you comfortable with just your show streaming on someone else's YouTube? Why don't you have your own YouTube so that your shows can stream directly to your YouTube as well as the other ones? See, this is what y'all don't understand, guys. So if you have not connected, because I posted it in the group a few times. If you have not reached out to connect with me so that we can connect your social media platforms so that when your shows go live, they can go to SIBN, they can go to Ruroc, and then they can also go to yours. That means you got 3 different audiences that you can be marketing to. But we're not doing the work, so it's just going to go to SIBN. Or if you're a part of my network, then it'll go to mine. But why don't you have your own? See, I'm gonna be honest with me. I don't want my stuff. I don't want my stuff just going to one place. I want to make sure that I have different avenues, different places. Because when I learn that I have different places, then I can market a little bit more. There's more people seeing me. It's not just Facebook. You see what I'm saying? Not just Facebook. So those are the things that we're gonna have to kind of look into. Okay, and figure out what it is that we want to do. All right. So for me, I have my own YouTube for Ruroc. I have my own Twitter for Ruroc. I have my own Facebook business page for Ruroc. Okay. I have a LinkedIn account, but LinkedIn also allows you to create business pages. So I've also connected my LinkedIn business page. So yes, when my shows go live, all of those platforms are included and I can get them to different places. And then people understand that it's associated with Ruach because that's my network. So if you're not doing the work, guys, it's not going to really work in your advantage because you're not taking advantage of the opportunities. Okay? You got to be able to take advantage of the opportunities. Don't put all your eggs just in Facebook. Sit down, get a YouTube account. Okay? So we can connect it. So when your shows go live, it goes live to your YouTube. Okay? Twitter, places that we're going to, do that. You can do that. Okay? Another thing, guys, is branding. Okay? Um, you want to stick to your brand. As you can see, anything dealing with Ruach is blue and gold. And I do not go outside of that because those are the colors that goes within my logo. Those are the colors that I associate everything with. So when people see Ruach and they see the blue and gold, they automatically know where that goes to. I don't make no changes in that. Okay. Yes, you need a logo, especially if you're trying to grow this thing. If you have a vision to grow, okay, then you got to sit and do the work. I get that managing multiple social media accounts is exhausting. I get that. But there are different platforms out here that assist you with it, like Buffer, okay, where you can sit down on a weekend and you can plan your whole social media content for the whole week. But we miss out on that because sometimes we don't want to do that. You can even go into Facebook. If you have a business page for your ministry or your radio, you can go into Facebook, your Facebook page, and you can go to the content creator studio, which is in that page settings, okay? And you can schedule your social media content on on your Facebook page for the week. But of course, guys, that takes time for us to sit down, think about what we want to talk about, think about what we want to promote, send up a schedule, and then actually doing the work. At the end of the day, it's your decision about what you're going to do. Okay. At the end of the day, it is your decision on what you're going to do. If that's something that you want to do or not. Okay. That's up to you. So I like Buffer. Buffer is like what, $15, $20 a month. Hootsuite is like $40 a month. I'm sure they have other platforms, but those are the two that I've used. Hootsuite gives you more options than Buffer does, but it depends on how many networks and how many pages you have set up and what you're trying to do. But you can literally sit and plan your social media content to automatically post at certain times for you within Facebook or using Buffer or using Hootsuite. So there's no excuse to why our business pages are not consistent or not being active. Okay. All right. There's no reason why our YouTube should be empty and only when shows coming because you want people to subscribe. Here's the thing, guys. Perhaps we get so caught up on the fact that we're broadcasting to 177 countries. That's cool. I'm all happy about that. That's huge. Yes. But I still want people that's going to like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube. I still want people to identify me and what I'm doing, not just the shows. So that means I'm going to have to put work into my social media accounts. I'm going to have to sit and I'm going to have to work it. And that takes time. And we're going to have to do that. Okay. So you're going to have to figure out what it is that you want to do. All right. Okay. How do you create income with your stations? Radio, TV, how do you create income? You build your platform, like you build your station, meaning you add shows. That's one way. If you have a radio station that's broadcasting to 177 countries and streaming to multiple social media platforms, why are you giving out free interviews? I don't know. But you can charge for people to be on your show because you have a big platform, especially if you're keeping your social media and stuff active and you're keeping that good. Okay. You can charge for that. Am I saying go high crazy to charge? No, that's up to you and what you do. But you can charge for interviews. That money can help keep your station going. That money that you receive can help pay your airtime fees. It can help get some logos. It can help get your marketing and promotions together. Okay. Another thing is commercials. You got a whole station that's playing 24/7. You can promote for commercial space, ad space. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing that I need you to understand. When you do those things and you're out promoting for advertisements and ad space and for commercials, then you got to make sure that you're able to put those commercials in for those people. So you set it up for, let's say somebody comes to you and they want to advertise on your station. Then you would need to get their audio if they have audio. And if they don't have an audio and they want you to create an audio, then you're going to have to figure that out or pay somebody to do that. Okay. And you could take it from there. Um, there's people, I've posted Fiverr links in here. There's a guy, I've been working with him for about 5, 6 years now. And he does my advertisements, he does my commercials, he does my intros to my shows. And he doesn't charge a lot. And I posted that in the guide section as well. Okay. So say if somebody wants to advertise on your show, if they already have their audio, great. If not, then you may have to get it or tell them that they need to provide their own audio, however you want to do it. Okay. Um, but then you also want to make sure that you're setting your station up for their commercial or ad to play. And then you want to make sure that is being shown, that it's being played. So you would send that audio to us and you would tell us how you want it to be played. Please do not send me an audio and say you want this to be played 4 times a day and leave it at that. You are the management. You're the manager of your station. So you should know when and where you want to put that at, how you want to do that. I'm not just going to take it and just go throw it in there. You need to be detailed on how you want to do that. And another way to be detailed, guys, is sitting down, getting a piece of paper and writing out a 24-hour setting. Meaning if you got to start at 12 midnight, 12 in the morning, right? Up until 12, until 11, whatever later, that PM before, do that and figure out what you want played on your station. We give you a station that's already full of music, content, and things like that. Do you have to keep it that way? No, I don't keep mine that way. I'm always changing mine. I'm always going to put in different music. I'm always going to add music. I'm always going to change my music. I'm going to add different shows. I'm going to add advertisements and space, because if I'm promoting my station and people are listening to my station and they're like, "Oh my god, like this is the same thing, the same thing, the same thing." Why would I want to promote that? So having a radio station is not just about getting shows. You also want to promote your station so people know what you're doing, right? So people know what you got. People know that you got a station, first of all, if you promote it, okay? But you can always build your station up. You can always put new content in your station. When it comes to music, guys, yes, you can go and purchase some music. Okay, I do it. I purchase music. I go to Amazon Music and they have songs for like 99 cents, maybe $1 and some change. Some songs, depending on if they're new or not, they might be $2. But you can get a couple of audio songs for a couple of dollars and change your music up. Okay. You can create different advertisements or get somebody to create an ad and do it. You can go and get a promo video about your station and promote it so people know that you have it. It's not just something that you're just talking about, but it's also something that you're showing. It's something that you're wearing, it's something that you're putting in front of people every day. Okay? All right. Another thing, guys, is email marketing. email marketing. Okay. You want people to join your email list so you can send out emails. This is the basics of any business. When you say, I want to be a business owner, I want to be an entrepreneur, these things that I'm telling you as far as radio are the same things that you would do in regular business. An entrepreneur job is not, it's not easy. It's not easy, it's not simple. It's going to take time. It's going to take you investing. It's going to take you doing the work. Okay? So, one thing that I would do starting off, right? If I have a station, I'm going to make sure that I'm promoting my station. I'm going to share my link to my station. I'm going to get videos, promo videos for my station. I'm going to make sure that people know that I have a station. And I also shared in the group before, guys, of what I do, and I told you that I would do it for you as well, is that I get music, some audio clips and some things, commercials, and I put them all together into a file, and then I stream it live on Facebook, and that's one way that I promote my station. Just by getting music audio clips, maybe some commercials, things like that. And then I put it all together into an audio file, put a picture behind it because it's different ways to do it. But then I'll stream it, I'll go live, I'll put it live on Facebook, and it's nothing but music and nothing but commercials with my flyer in the background, telling people that, hey, we got a station. If you're interested in joining us, do that. And people will come on and they'll listen to the music, listen to the commercials, and we keep it moving. And it don't be no more than what, 15, 20 minutes of just music and commercials. But that's a way to advertise, to show people that you have a station. And I post my station's link there, things like that. Okay. Another thing, guys, anytime that your show goes live, please understand that it also goes live to your radio page or your TV page. That link that we give you that a lot of you don't use, your shows go live there. People can go live, they can catch your shows from that link. So when we create a page for you on the SIBN website where you can click and you can hear your station, your show goes live on that link as well. So why are you not promoting that? Why are you just focused on people finding you on Facebook? We're putting all our eggs in one basket because that station platform, okay, that website, that's the page where you have a private chat box, and that is the home of us streaming to 177 countries. That within the SIBM website, all of that is where we are streaming, broadcasting to 177 countries. It comes from there. So why are we not using that? Because you may have people come in and be in your chat and you wouldn't know because you're not looking at it. You don't have it open. We don't do anything with it. We just leave it. But that's the center and the home of it. Okay? That's the center and home of it. So you have that. You have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have YouTube. You can go further and you can create a business page, a business account for Instagram. Yes, I have one for Ruach Life. I have one on LinkedIn. Yes, I do. And I'm posting different things on Pinterest as well. But that's because I want people to know what I have. I want people to understand that this is not something that I'm just talking about. This is not something that I just want you to come and sign up for and get because I'm trying to make money. No, this is something that I actually have, something that I'm actually putting time and effort into, something that I'm actually building. And people are watching. So you got to make sure that you're doing the building. You got to make sure that you're constantly promoting your station, whether it's TV, whether it's radio. Those of you that have TV, you got a whole TV station that's just out here playing. And we ain't doing nothing with it. We're not doing anything with it. Can you add videos and different content to your TV station? Yes, you can. Get some videos and send it to me. And then we can go in and we can put it in. But it's not going to be my job to figure out where your videos or where your audio is going to go. That's not my job. That's your job. You send an email with the clip, whether it's a video or audio, and you let me know where you want it to go because it's your station. I sit down and I write a whole 24-hour list, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way down, okay? From 12 midnight or 12 a.m., however you want to put it, to 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. What do I want playing? What do I want happening on my station? When people go to my station, like what type of content do I want? Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Is this something that we can go in and change every day? No. But can you change it weekly? Yes. Okay, because it takes a lot to actually, get the stuff added in, and then it has to go through an approval process, and then it'll play. But can you change your content weekly? Yes. So you can promote different things on your station weekly if you're doing the work. Okay? If you're doing the work. It just depends on how you're doing and what you're doing. Okay? All right. So social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. Business owners are out here promoting business on TikTok. Why are you not? Why are you not? On LinkedIn, on Instagram, on multiple places. You want people to find you. You want people to sign up and join your team, but you got to do the work to get your station and get your stuff out there in front of people. And I'm going to say it again, Facebook is not the place for you to just drop all your eggs in. Get different social media accounts. And then, yes, go and invest into a system like Buffer or Hootsuite where you can set up your social media, like if you have a job or a family life or things like that, where you know that you can't dedicate a certain amount of time to sit and post. And when you're scheduling your social media, guys, it gives you the opportunity to sit and think about what it is that you want to do. And it's not just off the brain, hey, I'm just going to post this and see what happens. It's intentional. It's intentional when you do it that way. Okay. Thanks, love. I appreciate it. All right. So, daily things that you can do to generate income or get your station in front of people. Social media advertisements. Okay. Social media advertisements. Post on social media, not just on Facebook, but post. Post, 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 post. Do follow up calls with people that reached out. Reach back out to them. See if they're still interested. Okay. Follow up with people that give you interest. All right. Live stream. Get on camera and tell people about your station and tell people about what you got. We can do this, guys. Do that. Networking. Okay. Networking. Maybe doing different things. I like to do virtual summits. Okay, I do virtual summits. And when I do virtual summits, I, advertise for speakers to be on my virtual summits. Yes, I charge a price because you're coming onto my platform, and I have a huge platform with 177 countries streaming to such and such and such. So I do, there is a fee included to be a speaker on my platform. But when people come and be a speaker on the platform, I'm able to also give them more. Yes, you're going to be on here. Your video, what you're speaking about, is going to be streamed on my station to 177 countries, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can get a copy of that recording and you can use it however you want to. And I'm also going to give you social media advertisements. So with that price or with that fee that I give them, I also let them know what they're getting with that. You have the opportunity to speak on my platform. And I take my platform seriously because I'm investing into this platform. I'm paying for this platform monthly. So yes, I'm going to be strict about it. Yes, I'm going to be serious about it. Yes, I'm going to make sure that any and everybody just can't come up on here for free the way that people like to do. No. When you go to certain people's platforms, they charge fees, and I totally understand that because that means that they have taken time to grow their platform. They've taken the time, they've done the work to get their followers, to get people to follow them, to get engagement. That takes work. Okay. So yeah, if any and everybody ain't gonna come on my platform and just speak for free. I'm sorry. I work too hard into this. Okay. So you gotta value your platform. You have to value what it is that you have. How much should we charge for a virtual event? That's up to you, love. That's up to you. What I do is I'll schedule like a virtual event, and usually I charge $25 per speaker. There's other people that charge $50 per speaker. That depends on you. Okay. That depends on you. I'll do like a week virtual event, maybe have like 5 speakers, charge each $25. That helps grow my network. That puts money in my pocket. And that also helps me keep my station and my network going. Okay. So you can create virtual events. You can do that. But you want to make sure that you're being strategic with what you got. All right. You want to make sure that you're being strategic with what you have. All right. So listen, guys, the main thing that I want y'all to do is sit down and come up with a plan and be strategic in this. What type of flyers do you need to get? Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm the type of person where I have to have a flyer that's gonna be for what I'm doing because I'm not gonna sit and constantly type on Facebook, hey, come and join us, and I got this and I got that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna post a flyer and I'm gonna put something there, and on that flyer, all my information is included. Boom, bam, there it is. I'm gonna do a video, and then if I do a video, I'm gonna post my links and stuff at the bottom. So you gotta come up and be strategic, right? When I go live, like when you see me go live in the group, like for here, right now, this video is just in this group. But when I go live or if I share like a training that I did before, what day was that? Thursday? Was it Thursday? I think Thursday I posted a video I did before. If you build it, they will come. And I was talking about mindset. And I posted it on my personal Facebook page. It went into this group, it went to my YouTube, it went to my Twitter, and it went to my LinkedIn. And that's just an old broadcast thing. I wasn't live. I just uploaded a video and had it streamed to multiple platforms. Y'all can do that as well. So it all depends on how you look at it and what you're doing. Okay. So what I want y'all to do is I want you to be strategic in what you're doing. Okay. I want you to come up with a plan. I want you to um, really sit down and think what it is that you want to do. How many flyers do you need? Do you need an email list? Are you even going to send out emails? How are you going to keep people engaged? How people are going to know what you're doing? How do you want them to know what it is that you're doing? What are you going to do to make sure that that happens? How are you going to get commercials? How are you going to get ad space? How much are you going to charge? How many times are you going to post on social media? How many times are you going to go live a week? These are things that you need to know. And it's all about making a plan, guys. That's it. Yes, ma'am, we can. I'll set up an accountability training like we did before. For those of you that wanted to do it, when I had my network before, we would do accountability trainings, meaning there would be times that I would come on live and it would be like a work session. Everybody's working. If you had questions, you were able to ask questions. But the whole mood was that all of us was on camera and we were being accountable to what we were doing and we were working together. And if you had questions or anything like that, then we can address it. So I'll do that, and I'm only going to do it for those that are serious. I'm not, for those of you that are serious about doing it, then I'll do it. Okay. But yes, we can definitely do that. So what I want y'all to do is think about what you want to do, how you want to do this. Okay. Come up with a plan for your station. Where do you want your station to be this year? Sometimes thinking about the whole year is a lot, so break it down in quarters. We're in the first quarter of this year, January, February, and March. What do you want accomplished before you go into the second one? What do you want accomplished? So for this part, right? For this part, I know that I want a certain amount of shows on my station. I know that I want my look to be tight. I want to make sure that my social media stays consistent. Okay. So for this part of the year, in this 3 month span, what do you want to happen? And you got to know that. You got to be strategic with that. You need to write it down and then think about what you need to do daily to accomplish those goals. Okay. Consistency is going to be a major thing, guys. You're going to have to be consistent. And that's not just with videos, that's with posting, that's with advertisement, that's with everything. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to put the work in, you're going to have to put the time in, you're going to have to do what it takes to make your stations grow. Okay. You're going to have to do what it takes to make your stations grow. All right. So those are the things that I kind of wanted to go over, guys. If you have questions, you can post it in here. I'm not going to keep you long because it's Saturday and I have things that I have to get accomplished as well today. But I want you to think about what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go. Okay. What is it that you want to happen with your station? What is it that you want what do you want people to see? How do you want your station to catch the attention of your audience? How are you even going to get to your target audience? You have to know these things. And it all depends on what you have, okay? And what you are willing to do. You got to do the work, guys. You got to do the work. The next training is in 2 weeks. We'll have a training every other Saturday. So not Saturday coming, but the Saturday after that. All right. So we'll have a training every other Saturday. I will be posting in the group. I will be doing things in the group, guys. But again, I want to see you move. I want to see you make some steps. I want to see you make some things happen. I want to see you promoting. I want to see you growing your station. But I want to see you making the steps in order to do that. So get busy. If you got time this weekend, take some time and sit down. Not saying that you got to take hours and hours, guys, but you can make a schedule throughout your weekly, daily activities and be like, hey, I'm going to take 30 minutes to work on my social media. Or I'm going to take 30 minutes to work on my station. 30 minutes, maybe an hour just to sit and get this done. It has to be something. You have to be dedicated to the end result. Okay? You have to be dedicated to the end result. Because if you're not dedicated to the end result, then it's just going to hang. We're just going to have stations just hanging and just playing and just doing whatever. And nobody is not going to notice them. Nobody's going to see them. So you have to figure out what you want to do. You have something amazing in your hands. It's just all about working it. I didn't know what to do when I first started. I asked a lot of questions. Okay. I attended trainings. I bugged people so that I can understand what I needed to do. And then I did a lot of trial and error, guys. Like I went and tried things and it was like, oh, that didn't work. Okay, scratch that. Let's see how I can change that, implement that, or make it work again and try again. And if I got a different response, it's like, oh, okay, now that was better. Now, how can I get a bigger response? What is it that I can do? Okay. So, you guys, you also know if you've done videos on Facebook, live videos, you can download those videos and just upload them to go live again. So, it's a lot of things that you can do. Okay. Everything doesn't have to be you up in front of center all the time. But people want to see that you're doing something. So I may not do like a live video all the time, but you can bet that I'm gonna pull up a video or a training that I've done before and I'm gonna repost it like I did Thursday. And I got comments and engagement on that. And that was just simply talking on mindset. And I'll go back and maybe post something else today just so people know that this is what I'm doing. This is what we got going. So make it work, guys. Okay. If you have something or a video or maybe an old show or something that you want to be replayed at a certain time or whatnot, then let us know because we can kind of set that up for you or show you how to do that if it's a past video that you've already done that are just go on your Facebook. I'm not talking about radio. I'm talking about you being on Facebook to be active. Okay. So let's think about that. If you have questions, guys, hit me up. All right. I'll be more than happy to answer questions. But I also want to see you work. If you need a session with me, yes, I do charge for my sessions. Okay. I have a Coach Me Radio session. You get an hour with me only for $25. And I think that's really good. Okay, where it's just me and you and we're talking and going over some things. So if you need a session, let me know. You have a question, let me know. But let's get moving. You have this in your hands. Figure out how much you're going to charge, figure out how you're going to promote, how you're going to advertise, figure out who your audience is, and figure out what you are willing to do. Don't make no exaggerated plans if it's not going to be something that you're doing because only you know what you can do. Only you know what you're available to do. Okay. And then only you know what you're willing to do, whether you're willing to sacrifice some extra time to make it happen or if you're not. So you have to figure out what it means to you and what you're willing to do to make it work. And like I said, that's with any business, anything that you're doing, whether you're writing a book, whether you're doing a summit, whether you're doing a conference, you have to know what it is that you want to do, how you're going to promote it, how you're going to reach the people that you want, and what you're willing to do to make it work and make it be successful. Okay? All right, guys. So we're about to hit an hour time frame. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. If you have questions, hit me up or inbox me or shoot me an email. I'll probably be posting some other things later on today or this evening. But as for now, guys, have an amazing one. Let me know if you need assistance with some. And I'll chit chat with y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Be blessed.